Hello! Welcome to the Turret Salon in my little castle here in Wales. Chaucer and I are delighted to have you with us today, and we've got so much to show you. I'm going to demonstrate how to put together an auricular theatre. I'm going to take you planting in the cottage garden. Lilies! Oh, lilies and bluebells. I'm going to take you on a tour of the stables and talk you through the refurbishment we have planned and how I'm going to turn that into an Airbnb. And then I'll show you our new path we've had constructed just outside the turret. There is so much going on and I can't wait to share it with you. So let's get going. Auricular Theatre, anyone? I love it when history and gardening are combined, and those two come together today in my auricular theatre from bud to seed. So auricular theatres really came into prominence in the Elizabethan age. They were used to display rare and beautiful primulas and auriculars. In those days it was about showing off your taste, your gardening skills and your wealth. They really came to prominence though with those Victorians who just loved collecting things and they loved displaying things. So displaying your plants, oh my goodness, it sounds perfect. Now, because auricular theatres were from the Elizabethan age, I'm bringing it home. This little castle was built in the Elizabethan period and I feel my auricular theatre is going to feel right at home here in Wales. So let's see my theatre! So after much unpacking, the moment of revealing has arrived. Oh! Glorious! Look at that. Sage green, perfect for displaying my gorgeous auriculars. And for this job, I asked my husband Joe to join me. He's very handy with a screwdriver and a drill. So now Joe has done all the hard work, I get to do the pretty thing and hang the auricular theatre. Up we go! Oh my god, I absolutely love it. It's auricular heaven. Come along with me as we plant lilies, rudbeckia, and make sure we have colour all summer and autumn long. It is really sunny here in the new cottage garden, so I've got lots of sun protection on my fair skin. Now it's spring, so we have lots of colour in the garden, but I'm looking forward to the next few months. Today I'm going to plant some lilies, which will give me colour in July and August, and then rudbeckia, which is going to be bright yellow at the back of the beds, really tall and giving me strong colours into September and October. One of the things I've learned about gardening is you can basically have all colours in one go and then have nothing for the rest of the year. So it's really important to plan out over the months. What am I going to have in April, May, June, July, August, September, and even into October and November, because there's dogwood, there's squashes, rudbeckia, all sorts of things that you can have to bring colour to the garden. And if you follow along with me, subscribe, you'll never miss an episode, and I'll be taking you through all my planting schemes and then showing you the results later on in the year. But now I have to stop gabbing, I have to start planting. I'm always amazed that something so small as that can turn into a beautiful flower. Now it's time for the rudbeckia. I'm planting those at the back of the cottage garden. They'll be bright yellow and give fantastic colour in September this year. When you plant anything, it's important to give it a good drink, and I was rewarded with a beautiful rainbow. What a fantastic way to end the afternoon of gardening. One of the things I am most excited about is the conversion of our stables into an Airbnb. Planning permission is in. I'm hoping that we'll get that in the next couple of weeks. But in advance of that, I want to give you a little tour of the stables and show you where our Airbnb is going to be. So come along with me. So, welcome to the entrance. Oh, I need to turn the lights on. So, welcome to what will be the entrance. You will enter into not a lowly stable, but a rather marvellous bijou cottage style sitting room. There's going to be a kitchen all along this wall here. Over there, where we currently have our fabulous wood store, is going to be a television. We are going to have an oil burner, and we're going to have a beautiful sofa so you can curl up with your loved one, whether that a human or be that a dog, on the sofa and watch the television. And then let me take you through to the bedroom. I have to go outside for this. You won't actually have to do that when we have the Airbnb constructed. Follow me. Oh. So this, which is currently used for lots of storage, is going to be our compact and bijou and gorgeous cottage style bedroom. There'll be a king size bed here. I will have a stud partition wall put in there, a walkway into the little sitting room there, and an ensuite where my grandfather's chair currently is. There will be an ensuite bathroom, probably with a shower. And where my grandmother's chaise salon is, we'll be able to relax, look out the window and enjoy the stars, because we are in part of the Brecon Beacons National Park that has no street lights. So at night it is magical, like a fairy tale. So hopefully we will get planning permission in the next couple of weeks, and then I can start the construction. So that was the stables. What do you think? What do you think of my vision for the future? Let me know below, and let me know, would you come and stay in the stables of my little castle here in Wales? I would love to host you here. Hello everyone, it is Sunday afternoon, everyone is out and I am here on my own in the greenhouse doing what I love doing best, which is a little bit of gardening. And I thought I would give you an update on what's happening in the greenhouse. There are some things here I am so proud of. Let me start off with what I think is the best. Look at those beauties! These are my sweet peas. I sowed these a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to actually have to prick them out shortly. I've started doing that already. They will be going into my veg garden later on and also into my cutting garden, so I can have beautiful colourful flowers all summer. And the smell of sweet peas is really quite divine. Look at this. I have so many sweet peas. I cannot wait to have them all over the house. Blowing them out like candles. Look. Happy sweet pea to me. Happy sweet pea to me. Calm down, not calm down, but that's a triumph. I tell you, oh, what else is a triumph? My lilies! They're coming up for the second year. So I planted them in this rather unappealing pot, and the idea is that I will then transport them out later on into the cottage garden, and I cannot wait to have those out. That's amazing. And then, oh yes, this. You'll remember I started potting up some dahlias a couple of weeks ago in episode 1. Well, they've started to bloom. Well, they started to grow. I've got so many dahlias here. If I can just see, it's coming out. So they're going to be in the paddock. I've currently got wildflower meadow seeds in there. And that means I'll get colour all summer. And then with these little beauties, I will get colour into autumn as well. I'm really pleased with that. It's my first kind of approach into the paddock, because before that it was just grass. We didn't really have much access to it, but now that we've taken out all of those horrid trees and we put in a gate, it really feels part of the garden and I can start to design it. And then a job that needs to be done right now. Bluebells. These are fantastic because they spread so beautifully and they can tolerate shade. And I've got an area just by the turret where there is a protected tree. It has a TPO, a tree preservation order on it. So I can't do much about the tree. It's not very nice. It's massive. I got permission this year just to kind of tailor it a little bit. I'm going to be making it a little bit lower in the autumn. But the area underneath was really full of ivy, full of really just lots of sticks and stones and really quite hideous. I started clearing that out, but on the bank side I have an opportunity now. I've cleared away all of the ivy and I'm going to plant all of these bluebells that I have been growing over the autumn. And I'm going to plant those under the TPO tree, and they'll spread out over the next couple of years and give us an absolutely beautiful carpet of bluebells at this time of the year. So come along with me and why don't we go and plant some bluebells. So here I am under the TPO tree, massive and magical above me here. And now I'm going to plant these bluebells and hopefully they will spread out all over the ground. The pathway by the turret and into the wisteria walkway were really quite dreadful, so my task the week before last was to bring some friends over, remove the stones that we couldn't save and recycle the ones that we could.
It was really quite a task to remove all of the concrete bricks, and I have to be honest, I've never felt so macho in my entire life. And once all the old stones are removed, it was a case of fixing the ones that we could save and replacing the ones that were too damaged. And I am absolutely delighted with the outcome. I've just been watering the flower beds here, and you can see the path stands absolutely beautifully. And just under the wisteria walkway, we've managed to save almost 90% of the stones. I never thought it would actually work out as beautiful as this. I am a very happy boy.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our little episode here from the castle in Wales. I hope you enjoyed seeing the Auricula Theatre. Maybe we gave you some inspiration for planting in your own garden, and maybe you want to come and see us when the Airbnb is up and running in the stables. I'd be delighted to welcome you to Abergavenny. But for now, take care wherever you are and whoever you love. I wish you well, and we wish you joy. See you next time. Good boy.